There's another, so if I take what we're talking about and I take it to the other side, to the totally theoretical, there are some people that argue that now that the best chess-playing human has been beaten by the best chess-playing program, and now that the best AlphaGo, the best Go player has been beaten by a program, and the best trivia expert has lost to some cognitive thing. I can't remember what it was called. Just kidding. It's all over. Computers are smarter than us. No, they're better at us than playing Jeopardy, and they're better at us than playing chess, and they're better at us than playing Go, and those are three very bespoke technologies, or at least in two of the three cases, bespoke technologies that were used for a very specific purpose, and now we get to use our human brains to go solve bigger problems or better problems. So I don't think we should give up on the fact that the computers are smarter than us. I don't think they are. I think they're faster and more efficient at certain things.
I think what leads to that view that they are smarter is when you look at those same examples that you talked about. There's another example in that vein that has to do with playing video games. And now you literally have computers that the only input they use to start learning about how to play these games are just the pixels. So it's down to that level. And then they're able to, with just some periodic input in terms of whether they're right or wrong, get to a stage where they're actually able to beat humans. So at least in a narrowly defined context, we know that computers can get there. And then when you couple that with the IoT scenario that you painted, that's where people start thinking about the more dire scenarios of computers being smarter than people. But I agree with you that it's far from that, and it's also much more a situation about augmenting intelligence as it is about completely autonomous intelligence. Although there will be situations where there is autonomous intelligence.
So autonomous intelligence as opposed to autonomous synthesis of information to achieve an outcome or a task. I think those are two different things, right? So yes. Will a computer ever get to the point where the auto flight system doesn't need to give the plane back to the pilot, right? Even in turbulence, even in bad weather, even when there's a malfunction, even when all of the, I don't know, maybe, I hope not, maybe. But that still doesn't mean that thing that's autonomous is intelligent. And I know we're getting to a Turing test
yes.
problem here. At what point does it trick me to believing that it's,
yes.
yeah. But I think that there's still some hope for the fact that we will continue to think about the problem in a new way. And maybe some of this autonomy gives us the autonomy, if you will, to go off, and while I don't have to be worrying about, the ACLS protocol for cardiac care, I can think about, what commonality am I seeing in the last 5 patients that came in here with a heart problem.
And using that, which otherwise you would not notice.
Because I'm too busy.
Yes, too busy doing other things.
Right.
That's why I made that point earlier that we focus a bit too much on the self-driving cars and those scenarios, while the vast majority of scenarios are really about augmenting intelligence and the benefits that accrue from that, which is the positive side of the equation.